gonna tempt you with a good time. It's what we do best, you know. It's
tempt
what
away.
we do best. All right, well, good times have started, I think.
Oh my God. Here we are. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Tick Pod and Arc Raiders podcast. It's a party in here today.
It is.
We're partying.
What?
Directly above me, we have the one, the only, the race car extraordinaire, 5G Ferrari, a.k.a. Adam Miller, a.k.a. Special Adam. What's up, brother?
What's going on, guys? How we doing?
Chillaxing, relaxing.
Acting pretty cool. Acting pretty cool over here, I think, right?
Yeah. Chilling like little villains. Little speedsters.
Zooming around. To my right, the one, the only, the co-host with the mo-hosts, the DJ Oros.
It's a good thing you're here. See, we couldn't do it without you. It'd be chaos.
I've arrived. We're here.
He's arrived.
And the one, the only, a man without a hat for the first time ever on the Tick Pod and Arc Raiders podcast, Mr. Sinister. What's up, brother?
Welcome, Sin.
What's going on?
Sin.
Hello.
Sin, real quick, I just want you to know, if there was ever two shredders to be attacking you at one time, I promise that I would be there for you. There? I will be there for you, and I would save your life.
Cooking dinner.
I would be there to save your life. Okay.
You'll be cooking dinner.
I might also be cooking
dinner.
No
controller in hand.
I would be doing both things. Okay.
He's shredding that cheese.
Explain for the people what went down here. This sounds pretty juicy.
My good friend Sinister is over here freaking out while we're on Stella, saying he's getting attacked by shredders. I might have been making dinner for the wife while we're in the middle of a raid. She's on her way home from work. It was important. And he's yelling at me, and poor Mike, shout out Mike. You know, Mike and I were having a good time. He's over there looting containers. Sin's up there. I'm getting killed by two shredders. I'm fighting them off. Man.
Mm-hmm.
It was on Bluegate, actually, right? It was Bluegate.
Downstairs?
Yeah, downstairs. Yeah. Well, you know, the thing about downstairs is that I feel better in the cellar down there. So, yeah, we left him to dry. He got mad at us the whole time. And then we encountered another team, and we just were going back and forth. I was like, guys, don't save him. Don't do this. This is friendly. Not a Coda lobby at all. We're in there. Hey, don't worry. This guy can kill two shredders at one time. He's good. You don't need to help him at all. And it's just back and forth.
I had to beg people for shields.
He's like, we wouldn't give him a shield because the shredders took him down. It was a good time.
Did you full die in this moment, or were you able to?
No, I didn't full die. I killed all the shredders. But then I go to open the loot room, and look who's all climbing on top of me, trying to get inside the loot room before me. Even though I've been the one fighting for the loot room.
I didn't want any of the loot, though. I just wanted to open the containers. I didn't take any of the loot. No loot.
I should have recorded it. He was like jumping on my back, trying to get over into the loot room.
I did do that. That actually happened. Yes, that part is true.
He was only there for the XP. He didn't want the loot.
I didn't want the loot, though. Just the XP. I'm too low of a level. You gotta grind it out here.
We need to play more.
That is the nice thing about hitting the reset. All of a sudden, opening stuff is important again.
But it was a fun experience. I got 2 runs out of it where I got to yell at other teams where I'm like, "Don't worry, guys. He can kill 2 shredders. It's fine." And then we met the following run a lobby of other friendlies just killing.
Yeah, then there's guys up top, and they're like, "Hey, where's the Rocketeer?" I'm like, "Look up."
Well,
they lost the Rocketeer.
Probably somewhere in the sky.
It wouldn't be down typically. It wouldn't be below usually.
Not very often. No. Every once in a while.
I was like, great. This is the team I'm playing with.
But it was fun.
Zero awareness.
I will again. Great time. To jump back into Arc Raiders, I have not had a lot of Arc Raiders time. We're going right into intros here, right? Work's been crazy, and not a lot of time to play the game. And there's been other stuff going on too. But to jump in today, it felt great. Just the community and playing with some friendly lobbies and doing some crazy stuff. What, you good over there?
That's one-eyed cat.
Okay.
Can't even get through the intro, boys. Oh man!
What's going on?
So yeah, we talked about it last week, but yeah, I adopted a cat that has one eye because it was outside my house, and it looked like it really needed help. Mom cat's out there still babying, or being a mother to 8 other cats. So, but she's doing great. Little Leela is good. Also takes up a lot of time. Got to bottle feed a cat, which is crazy. I didn't expect that. Hopefully she'll be drinking on her own soon, but she requires a lot of attention, and that's crazy because I have 5 other animals on top of that. I did not expect that out of a kitten. So yeah, but it was good to jump back into the game. I hope we can continue and play some more tonight. It was good times.
That's great. That's great. Sometimes a little break and a little time off makes the game that much more fun. So,
and it makes me want to grind for this stuff. Like I do want to earn that level. I want to, start pushing to, I can't see Zur yet. So
this is true. Well, all right, boys, not a ton on the docket this week, but we will be going over, they updated the store and how Ermal functions now. The prices have been reduced a little, so we'll get into that. A lot of boys here that used to play Destiny, so we'll tap in on the end of Destiny 2. Very sad, little cry tear emoji real quick. Pour one out for Destiny 2. We'll hit DJ's Workbench, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of things to talk about along the way. So, yeah, man. Another week in the Raiders of Ark.
Yeah, better believe it, bud. Anything going on with you, Coda? What have you been up to the past couple of days? What's real life been like for you?
I was in New York for the weekend for Memorial Day. Wynn's uncle has everybody up there once a year, every year. It's a great time. Her family is massive. There's her grandparents had 6 kids, and then their entire family comes. So there's 30, 40 people in the house at all times, and it's chaos, and it's great. And it's it's just a really good time. Bunch of good people. A lot of games were played. A lot of board games. A lot of ping pong. A lot of Jenga. A lot of giant Jenga. We threw some frisbee, some baseball, some football. We were enjoying ourselves. So
the board games are great. I love it. Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah. So it was nice. It was nice. Although I did feel as though I was sad to not be at the bar. I thought about it numerous times and was like, damn, dude, missing a Saturday right now. Feels bad.
Also, I had 2 employees here who are just off doing nothing, not helping out at the bar. I'm getting my butt kicked over here. I'm just kidding. I'm glad you guys were able to spend some time away. It's good. I'm happy. So it was great.
You got us in for a little time, not for the full time.
Yeah. But way to go, Adam. Thanks for nothing.
Sorry.
Sorry, boss.
It was like shredders at the bar.
There's shredders at the bar.
It
felt like that. Yeah.
There's probably more than 2.
To be honest, sometimes it does feel like a couple shredders just pulled up into the bar and everybody's on danger alert.
At no point did I have shoulder chargers in. I had to ask people outside for them. Got nothing. But
no, we just needed
bandages. We're playing shieldless in there for sure.
Adam, how about you? What was going on this weekend? You do anything fun? You do anything fun yesterday?
We had some family come down from Buffalo to see a concert. Don Tolliver. I have never heard of this man in my life, but he sold out PPG paints. So that was fun. They hung out on Friday night. We lost power from 9 p.m. till about 4 a.m. So we hung out in the basements and played darts in the dark with a candlelight. So that was an interesting night.
Also, sounds like danger a little bit.
It was a little dangerous. I will give you that.
All right.
Have it on the edge.
Then the next day, my brother's daughter broke his bathtub by jumping in it. So the entire bathtub flooded and went down from floor 1 to floor 2, then to the basement. So I helped him.
Do we think that's actually what happened? Also, over under on how long it takes for Adam's
internet.
I'm back.
Yeah. Like
it'll be sooner than later.
I say 10 minutes. But you think that's actually what happened? It was the child, not Sean himself.
It was like a crack that big.
He's had some Miller Lights in the past. I've seen him drink them. You sure?
His daughter's name is Nellie, and Nellie loves to jump.
And he's
there he goes. There he goes.
And he's he's back. He's arrived.
Okay.
While Adam's having internet connectivity problems, Sin, how about you? What was this weekend like? Anything going on in your life? What's been happening, bud?
Nothing much. Just recovering from being sick. The whole family was sick. We're all recovered now.
I got that message from you. I was like, oh no. He's like, can't get it, but glad you're back and healthy though.
Yeah,
ready to play some Ark Raiders, ready to play some games. That's
I've surpassed you. I'm at like level 40 while you're at 15.
Yeah, you're killing it.
You gotta play some.
I do.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I need somebody to pull, drag me across the finish line there. I need some help.
Yeah, Coda, come on, PvP him.
Listen,
Hey,
I
hey.
may or may not be like level 5 right now. This feels bad, dude. Feels bad.
Oh man.
I mean, I talked about it last week, but I'm back playing music, so that's just, it's swallowed up all of my free time that used to be my gaming time. So, well, I also have to ride that wave while it's here. It doesn't always come and it doesn't always stay. So I got to ride it while I'm on it, and we'll hop back in the game and be a sweaty PvP grinder eventually here. But
Yeah, well,
got to listen to the universe when it calls, man.
We love
I
to
got
hear
some
the
weapons
music,
for you.
so.
You got some? Oh, okay. I might actually take them from you right now. I'm down bad, dude. I don't even think I have an anvil in the stash.
I got a couple shotguns, some anvils.
All right,
I could pass them all.
Danger.
Note this down when I ask Sin later for some guns.
Couple Bobcats, you're set.
Excellent.
I don't have Bobcats. I got it. I'm low on those. The green and blue weapons, I got a lot.
That's good. Or at least I like how that. Let's talk about that. I like how that plays out early season. I like people that you're playing are usually on lower tiered weapons. You're on lower tiered weapons. Everything feels a little more valuable to you because you don't just have a couple million in the stash and a full stash of weapons. So I like that. I like that a lot. I like that the anvil shines then. If they would actually make the Kanto blueprint viable and findable, that would be a perfect weapon right now as well. So,
there might
enough
be
time has passed for it to be
blueprint
lootable
on somewhere. Just saying.
Oh yeah,
hurricane, Beluga hurricane.
Have you found
you guys are talking new. I haven't been in much hurricanes yet.
Gotcha.
To find a Kanto.
Yeah, we'll jump through. We'll find it. It'll be good. I'm excited. Right now I'm actually like jumping back in just today. Felt like, all right, I have the itch again. I want to do all the stuff. I even started doing the quest line, which needs reworked, but happy to be back and having nothing on my character and having to grind for this stuff to bring myself current. So.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I love that about Ark. It's a good loop.
It's a good loop. It could be slightly better, but it's a pretty damn good loop, right?
It is indeed.
All right, so you wanna talk about some matchmaking system notes here? I know we talked about it at the bar a little bit. When they slapped that down, that was on May 20th, and
it changed.
It did change. What is? Oh, it's Adam. There he is. Didn't take that long.
My computer sucks, so I got to use my phone.
All right, you're back. I like it. I like you in that spot anyway. You look good.
Yeah, a rectangle inside the rectangle. A vertical rectangle inside the horizontal rectangle.
You look great, bud.
Thank you.
And he's got his logo.
Mustache is popping.
His logo stands out no more now. I should go.
Right, there you go. There you go.
True.
So you chat about some matchmaking. You got some notes pulled up. Do you look at them at all?
Let's do it. Yes, of course. I like when any game is transparent about how their matchmaking system works. So I'm really glad that Ark dropped this, although I'm not going to lie, I was not expecting it. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times devs are very close-lipped about how their PvP matchmaking functions, and that can be really annoying. I remember that in the early days of Apex. Call of Duty felt that way, especially like the Warzone era felt that way for a while. But Ark explicitly came out and really gave us a nice detailed breakdown. We will link the actual their writing in our YouTube section. But yes. Dave, you want to get into it a little, or you want me to just go?
No, go jump in, and then I will. I mean, I have comments on.
Yeah. Okay, so the biggest thing that they broke down was that the playstyle based matchmaking is not set in stone. So if you are an always cooperative player, you are not guaranteed always cooperative lobbies. They laid out a really nice graph that showed this. So say you were on the far left of like super cooperative, there's a spectrum in which you're going to stay in and around matches over there where most people are cooperative, but not all. And then the further you get, once you get down to like my end on the PvP focus where we're shooting on site every match, that also is its own little like triangle bracket, which is really cool. And I think this reflects and makes a lot of sense with Dave, like what you, me, and Adam experienced when we play together. It feels like we're more in that middle ground. And it's pretty consistent that it feels like that. So it's nice that they're overtly showing us how this breaks down and why they feel that it functions or why it should function this way. So I don't know. Thoughts there? How are we feeling about this, boys?
I mean, I'm jumping in real quick just because, but I can't imagine what the algorithm is thinking whenever Coda and I jump into a game together. It's like it's really, and it's like the profile distribution, which like I do have it. It's up on the screen if you're listening, or if you're watching whatever. But it like just how it bases everything off of, and like even if you are that super cooperative, you're still gonna get some mixed matches in there, and I know that there's no way that it's just always going to be cooperative all the time, right? Like you're always going to have that, like the chance of getting a little bit of a mixed, matchmaking in there. And I think that's important for the game, because then if you're I mean, we had it happen today, Sin, where like we were friendly. I'm friendly most of the time. I think I shot at people one time in the past week that I was playing with Derek and Torpedo, surprisingly. And we were cool. We were about to leave, and then we start getting shot at. And you and I feel like are always very friendly when we play. But of course, you go in there and you still have people being a little bit of toxic. I mean, it was Stella, so that's on us for being there. But still a little crazy. Hey, there was quests that needed done. All right.
That's right. You got to do the quests.
So yeah,
but
to be done. And Adam Sin, I know I have it pulled up, but any thoughts on that? Like them breaking down the way it's broken down.
Go ahead, Sin.
I would say, hold on, I'm going to go scroll back to it so I can see it bigger on my screen.
Okay. I'm sorry. It's not
you see how it says likely lobby range is very narrow on the...
Yes.
So I'm thinking me and DJ fall into that area, that green safety area when we play together, and we get, maybe one yellow guy falling back. But when Coda's around, we are in that orange to yellow.
Yeah, it's
sometimes
true.
He pulls us into the red.
So I do, like, you bring up a good point though. I wonder what the amount. So like, there's 3 players, right? Does it weigh it more towards the 2 that are so friendly, or does it weigh it towards, okay, there's a PvP guy in there, we're throwing you in those lobbies? Like, how does that?
I'll pull my tinfoil hat on. I think it is majority based, because if I play with 2 PvP players and a PvEer, it's typically more PvP oriented. Okay. But if I'm in with like you and Adam especially, then it feels like there's really nobody there that's trying to shoot, outside of like 1 or 2 people. Which then I think puts us more in that like mixed area. I also have noticed that when we queue together, it takes longer to matchmake, because I think it's trying to figure out the logic of like how do we play these characters together. When it's me, Derek, and Toop, it's just like insta queue because we're
find somebody else with a PvP guy on his team.
Arc Raiders is like, man, can't you just play with people like you? It's so hard to find these lobbies. Like, I'm doing so much work, the processing. But no, that's fair, and I definitely, I mean, I agree with you on that one, because even if it's the other way, like you said, Adam would drops his guns down and just lets people kill him if he gets shot at. So it's like his lobbies are the most friendly lobbies you've ever seen, where
Actually, I shoot people now. I don't have anything to lose. So
Adam's a PvP.
But guess what? I die in about like 0.5 seconds, because there's usually a hornet or a wasp on me, and boom, down I go.
Yeah, why is that? With the PvE players, the arc attacks you when you're PvPing. Yeah. But I see PvP players, and they're just running around the arc like it's nothing. Like, they're never going to attack us.
See, that's what it is. No,
that's
it's true.
Not true
it's
at all.
So true.
No, that is
the arc wants us to kill each other.
That is a game sense issue, boys. That is a game sense issue. If you think that arc is not attacking the PvP players, the PvP players just know how to work around the arc whilst they are PvP.
No, because the arc knows it's learning. It's learning. The arc is like, you know what? The arc, the tinfoil hat. Tinfoil hat.
This is a common. We need to put this to bed, because this is a thing that gets talked about a lot in the community, and that's that PvEers think that the PvP players don't do any amounts of PvE.
I watch people's streams, and I'm like, why is it not attacking him?
It's the exact opposite. I think they do such a good job of clearing arc and understanding understanding how ARC functions.
Did you see the video I sent you?
Here we go. We saw you get hit with the ticks. It's at the end of every episode. Yes, they all like you. They come after you.
I'm standing my ground on this one, man. The PvP lobbies, it's not like the ARC is not there. It's absolutely there. You have to deal with it.
But hear me out.
You get one little fire thing, one little
untrue.
Wasp.
Entirely untrue.
We got 30 of them attacking at once.
That's a big part of it as well. We're moving quicker.
Here, whoa! I mean, I'm.
And then they don't help, right? And then they don't help to kill the ARC.
Coda, hear me out though, right? What if the ARC is listening?
Give me your retort.
They're like, oh my goodness,
they're listening.
They're killing each other. We don't gotta do anything. Like, why waste
the
bullets
guy
on them?
In the pack.
Just let them kill each other. It's fine. We don't need to jump in there. We don't need to jump in there. Frank, you've been running into the wall for 20 minutes. You're not really good at being an ARC. Just let them do it themselves. Don't even get yourself involved with that. We don't need the repairs later. So I don't know. It could be a thing. I mean, yeah, I think Coda's right on his theory, but I think my theory's more fun.
Shooting a loud gun, and then DJ's over here minding his business inside a box, and is like, "Get the guy in the box."
No.
I think the game logic is exactly the opposite of that. I think the ARC responds to gunfire in fights, and then comes to ruin your day. So. Well, all you got to do is watch. I mean, I know Turner's not streaming much anymore, Tfue, but anybody that's still going strong, Sim's still going. But you watch them, and the ARC is a thing, but they've learned like the delicate.
I'm watching Timmy, and they just walk by him like, I'm gonna go after that guy.
That's the hacks. He's got the hacks on.
Take the tinfoil hat off.
He's got the hacks on.
Oh, goodness.
All right. So let's talk about myth busting here a little bit, right?
Yes. Wait, prior to that, there was one more thing that's very important. Your behavior shapes your future lobbies, but that is gradual. So I think there was a lot of stuff that I had read on Reddit in the past and still in the present that people were assuming that 3 or 4 games of no shooting anybody and like insta-dying, whatever, just immediately throws you back in super friendly lobbies. They kind of debunked that and said that it is way more gradual than that. So if you are in the grand scheme of your play time, if you are a friendlier player, you're going to stay there. Sometimes you might get a bit more aggressive. You're going to teeter towards that yellow and orange area a bit more, probably end up more in the green in the middle. But it's not like, say, Adam goes into a lobby and kills people 3 games in a row. He's not all of a sudden in the top 0.1% red lobby. That's just going to like egg him a little closer. And then same goes for like, if you're trying to flop back into the PvE lobbies to get quests done, to get workbenches done. It takes that into account as well. So I think that that's healthy. I think that's good. And I'm really glad that they came out and told us that.
Yeah. Well, especially
I think that's the whole point of the,
you first, sir.
I think that's the whole point of the game though, isn't it? To not feel safe. So you can't just strictly be in PvE versus PvP lobbies. Like it can't just be like this parabola. Like, I die 8 times. I'm friendly all the time, or I kill 8 people in 8 rounds. I'm the nemesis.
No, that's a great point, Adam. And I think that even though the direction of the game is from here on out, it feels like the PvE is a very, very important, if not majority part of the game. They have always said like, this is never supposed to be, you're never supposed to be completely safe. So I like that they keep reiterating that and let you know that like there's always the chance that a Raider's having a bad day, shoots you in the back. There's always a chance you get, into a bad ARC situation and somebody takes advantage of that. So yeah, well said, Adam.
No, agreed.
Okay, into the myth busting. We're busting myths over here.
I love Mythbusters. This is a great show.
It was a good show.
Myth number 1, there are not only 2 kinds of lobbies. They're friendly and aggressive. As we've been talking about here, there is obviously the majority of the players fall somewhere in between. Next myth, one shot or kill does not immediately put you in PvP focused lobbies, what we were just talking about there with Adam.
Which how many times I've heard that like people were like, oh man, now I'm going to be in a bad lobby because I had to shoot back or fight somebody. And I'm glad
I think that's true because
no, it's not. They literally said it.
Sin is rocking that tinfoil hat.
It's not true. They came out and they said it. It's right here. They even they did a whole thing about it. Why would they
did
do
fix
that?
it. I did.
Do you think they just did this now?
I shot back at somebody, got the kill, and I was still in friendly lobbies afterwards.
Okay. So now you think they fixed it now?
let's talk about that. That's later in the patch notes here, but that was probably the number one biggest thing I saw from this patch was defending yourself. If you get shot at and you defend yourself to stay alive in the middle of a raid, that no longer triggers the game logic to assume that you are an aggressive player.
Right.
So you can defend yourself if you are an incredibly friendly player. Somebody shoots at you, you shoot back. That the game now reads that as defense, and you are, like Sin just said, you are no longer just immediately thrown into more aggressive lobbies. That is great. I don't know how the hell they do that on the back end, but it's amazing that they can.
You get hit first, it registered. Just you got hit first.
The analytics that go on there.
Yeah,
I try to do coding at work, and I could not imagine trying to code if I got shot first or somebody shoots me or doing that. That is just wild.
Well,
I agree.
Yeah. But I still think Sin's wrong, because I think even before then, it wasn't like, oh, one shot's going to throw you into PvP lobbies.
Not one shot, but if you killed them and downed them and punched them, yeah, you're going. Yeah, that's how it was before.
Well, right.
In his defense, I think it could snowball effect, right? You're in super friendly lobby, somebody shoots at you, you shoot back at them. The next round, by some grace of the gods, you run into the one aggressive player in that lobby. He shoots you, you shoot him back. In 4 rounds from then, you're hanging out in the middle of the matchmaking tier, if not teetering towards the yellow and the orange. So,
PvP, yeah.
Yeah, I could see how that would snowball for a player that doesn't want to engage with other players, for sure. DJ, you have a retort?
I disagree. All right, back at it.
Back to the myths. Myth number 3, there are no PvE only lobbies / servers where other raiders will never attack you. Stay on your toes, stay frosty, boys. It's never 100% friendly. Myth number 4, your end of round feedback does not affect matchmaking.
Which
DJ,
I would like to disagree. Because
it makes me feel better.
I don't think that's true, because every time I made a comment on the end of my round, and I said, your merch store sucks. You're sold out of everything. And then they fixed it. So it does affect something.
Wow. Okay.
All
So
right.
you heard it here first.
The
feedback is great for merch store suggestions.
Yes, correct. But yeah,
Such
but not
as,
PvP.
Please restock your
PvP.
merch. Take my money.
Right. Yes. So there you go. Keep going. All right.
Perfect. Next myth. Your loadout does not affect matchmaking. I was kind of surprised by this one, because I have certainly said once or twice in my life that it feels like when I'm in on $120,000 kit, it feels like everybody else is in on bigger kits too, and I'm not seeing all the free kits. I mean, they said matchmaking isn't driven by your kit, and we don't scale lobby difficulty based on how much your loadout costs. They came out and said that. I'm gonna have to play some more and see if I believe that for myself.
I don't believe that one either.
I feel like it's been changed with free kits.
Go on.
Well, the biggest change that they did with freeze is that you're way less likely to spawn in at the beginning of a raid now.
Oh, so that's it?
Yeah, that's the only one that they've come out and said, like, in writing. If you're on a free kit, much higher likelihood of coming into a raid much later. It used
at
to be
18 minutes.
Yeah, 18 minutes past. So that is a little bit like in the PvP lobbies, like you are kind of a little bit more on guard for those first 12 minutes in terms of like anybody I run into right now. Good chance that they're fully kitted as well. But loadout not affecting matchmaking at all is kind of a mind-blowing one. What you got, DJ? What you got?
Nothing. He just realized that he could turn his camera sideways and he wouldn't be in a little this whole time, and literally right after I adjusted to get him in there properly. I know. I'm not doing it again. You're staying like that.
I could do that.
My goodness, this is my
professional podcasters, ladies and gentlemen.
This might be my favorite podcast we've done. All right, back to the work. What
next myth? Patches and updates don't reset your matchmaking profile. Also mind-blowing to me, because early season, actually not so mind-blowing.
So you got to
work through the logic here. Early season, it always feels like nobody's shooting at each other, but what's really happening probably is that everybody's trying to do the same thing, like get their gear benches up and get everything back fully maxed out, so they're not shooting as often. It's probably the same players that I'm shooting at and they're shooting at me in 2 weeks are doing the same thing early season. So duly noted there. Dave, you're shaking your head. Thoughts?
Well, I was shaking my head at Adam, but no, I also agree that I thought it would reset, like and Sin brought it up, the ELO of it all, like where it will, in Destiny that it did reset on you whenever stuff like that happens. So I'm surprised that it didn't kind of adjust there. But
Me too.
Yeah,
I would actually not mind like a little like soft adjustment or like
right.
a soft reset. Kind of put everybody back a little further towards that middle, and that let you could kind of decide what you want to do the next.
Think about
season.
it. You're like, well, my character looks different this season. Maybe he's a friendlier raider, you know, or maybe he's a meaner raider. I don't know. Like, give your new person. How about it only resets if you go on expedition? Otherwise, it's you know.
Okay.
All right.
Write that one down. Maybe Embark's listening.
I'll call him.
It's a good workbench.
All right.
Wait, I had something for that and now I forget. Oh,
big time.
Yeah. So like with me, I'm playing a lot less right now. Like my playstyle, I would love to play a little bit more PvE oriented just to kind of get back on the game and not just have to go ultra sweat mode immediately. So it would be nice if like it took into consideration that this person took a little bit of time off. Let's put them back towards the middle of that thing and then see how they play on their return. So they didn't deny or confirm that. What time off does, they don't talk about that. But okay,
sure, it's a working system. Like it's constantly changing. It's not like a defined set of rules.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're constantly tweaking that little algorithm that they have.
True. You know what game, like I talk about Apex all the time, but Apex would feel like that if I take any amount of time off and come back into my first like 3 or 4 lobbies would be like way easier than usual. And then you'd get back where
you coaxing you back in.
Exactly. It's like the game being like, yes, you want to play.
Come on.
Drop the 20 bomb 4K. Come back, buddy. Okay. Next one. Looting knocked out players doesn't affect matchmaking.
The amount of times I heard this, though, everybody was saying
this has been a tinfoil thing for a while. I never even considered it just with my playstyle. But like, did you ever feel like you looted a dead body and then you were like, oh man, now everybody's shooting me?
No.
I see a dead body and I get excited to loot it. What does this dead raider have for me?
that raider's on the train.
I know, I didn't
or in the elevator, and he's like, all right, here we go.
Welcome to Topside. No one's safe. Even the friendlies aren't friendly when you're dead.
I don't know, Sin, did you have that mindset? Like, what were your thoughts on that one? You think that would affect it?
I didn't think it affected at all.
All right, okay, all right. Fair. But I heard it a lot. The amount of people who are like, I'm not touching it, I'm not going towards it. Like, I don't want to ruin my lobbies.
Well, I've had people approach me like, hey, did you down that guy? And I'm like, no. Well, see, I had no idea he was even there.
See that? So
that'll start some beef.
I was gonna say it affects if you're looting a dead body, it does affect your matchmaking. Like, in that current moment.
In a roundabout way.
Yeah,
like, hey, buddy,
right,
what are you doing over that body?
Not like maybe not in the algorithm, but in the moment for sure. No, I swear I didn't do it. Okay, bud.
Sure, well, that's beautiful. That brings the humanity into it, right?
Yeah,
like,
right.
That's the whole thing that hooked us all on Ark to begin with. That's great. Okay, next one. This one's an ode to Call of Duty. We do not matchmake based on the squad leader. Good to know. Not sure this game ever felt like it was going off a squad leader or whoever was actually queuing. But yeah, glad that they came out and said that. And last but not least, in the myth section, turning crossplay on or off does not impact the level of cooperation / PvP in the round. I remember reading a Reddit post early on in this game's life cycle where this dude, it was like a 6-7 paragraph long thing where he broke down him only playing in PlayStation lobbies and then turning off or then turning on crossplay and playing in console or in PC lobbies, and the console lobbies were super friendly, and then once he was in the PC lobbies, it was the opposite. So
I
debunked.
No. I agree with you on that one. But if you're in an Xbox lobby only, then that's definitely more friendly. But if you jump into the PC lobbies, then it's definitely toxic. There's 100% that's true. I don't know what they're talking about on that PlayStation side, but.
Well, okay, but like
PlayStation tries to be aggressive, toxic.
No. This was a joke. It was a joke. I'm sorry.
But they're bad at it.
That down, though,
those guys are bad at it. That's why they're on PlayStation. I'm a PlayStation. Xbox screen in the background.
Console wars starting all over again.
Well,
Mr. X2 reigniting the flame. I do think, like, obviously, if you are in PC dominated lobbies, there's just a higher likelihood of you're playing with people on PC who are more dedicated to gaming, which means they might be a little sweatier and or have more time logged in the game or have a different outlook on playing the game, which typically leads to more engagement based playing. So
especially like you said, you're going against key mouse, and like it probably is a little bit more. But yeah, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. There's some pretty annoying people. I don't think it's gonna affect how people act based off of console/PC. So
agreed. And just to wrap it up here, new matchmaking changes. The one we just talked about, defending yourself is no longer treated the same as starting a fight. So previously, this was not recorded by the game logic. Now it is. So defend away. If somebody shoots at you, if somebody's being an asshole in your friendly lobby, go ahead and kill them, dude. It's not going to negatively impact you. And number 2, low activity rounds carry less weight in your playstyle history. I love this. So if you go into a raid, nothing happens, you don't do much, you hang out, even if you're there for the whole 30-minute raid, but you're just hanging out in the apartments on Dam for God knows what reason, way less impact to your playstyle history. The weight of that is way less. So say we go into a raid at Dam Battlegrounds, go straight to Control Tower, fight 8 teams. That's going to weigh a lot more for me on the PvP side, as opposed to I go to a raid, get some of my workbenches done, maybe defend ourselves against one team. Good chance that keeps me more in the yellow and less towards the red. So love.
I mean, I feel like that makes sense.
It does, but then it like, you know, for everybody who is just going in there like, all right, I need to extract in like, 5 minutes to try to get in those friendly lobbies and keep doing that and running that real quick over and over again. And it is nice that you can't just like switch. I know it's overtime, and I know they mentioned that, but I do think the more you play, if you were extracting real quick, not touching anybody, now it is like, okay, we're basing this off your full life, not just, real quick. So that's all. Yeah. Or surrender. Good call. I didn't even think about that. So
sure, it has like how much time your top side too based into that though. Like if you go 5 minutes, like you have to play 6 rounds to complete 30 minutes of a topside round for it to maybe take effect. I don't know.
That's crazy though. What if I'm out here helping people and I'm like, hey, go search over here? That should be, I don't want to touch it, but it's all yours, bud. Being friendly.
Maybe it still takes into account that there was a player interaction, like you were in open VoIP, and the game obviously knows that there was somebody close to you, so it might take that into consideration. I like that they didn't give us too much of a detailed breakdown, but I do really think information like
abuse that, right? Like if they gave us too much, people would work it to their advantage so much. But
exactly,
you got to keep some of that gray area in there.
Don't tell us things, Embark, please.
But in summation, man, that's just a great update. I loved when other games that I've played in the past would come out and actually explain how their matchmaking system works and why they do what they do. And I think of all the games that I have played, this was the most in-depth one without giving away too many like game-breaking mechanics for people. So they did a really nice job of saying exactly what they're doing, but not exactly how they're implementing it. So well done once again, Embark.
Agreed. And again, for them to even come out with that's big. I know we'll talk about it later. Destiny, like they'd always say, all right, we're going to change it from this to this or this, but they never gave you like a real breakdown of what was going on. So it was cool to see that, and it just shows that they keep trying to interact with their community and keep be pretty open about what's going on, and not to try to just give them flowers. But I love when stuff happens like that. So keep talking to us. Keep talking to us.
100%. And just to put it into perspective, they had just released the update, last week, 2 weeks ago, that said major updates would be every 6 months. And we were all kind of worried, like, does this mean that they're going to go a bit more radio silent? And then boom, 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 boom. They have these really nice, patches come out that are exposing what they're doing behind the scenes and why they're doing what they're doing. So really cool of them to do that. Still talking to us, and I love it. Yes, indeed. Okay, well, let's hop right into little buddy Ermal over here real quick. Then we'll get into our Destiny chat. But little update to Ermal. I think we talked about it last week. His prices felt a bit steep, and I think everybody in the community, what I was reading on Reddit, what I was seeing on the socials, was in agreement with this. So tier pricing for Ermal per week has been lowered. For tier 1 stays the same at 200K. Tier 2 has been lowered from 400K to 200K. Tier 3 will go from 600K to 200K. Tier 4, 800K to 200K. And Tier 5, 1 milli to 200K. So things in the Ermal shop that change on a weekly basis that you're interested in, way easier to get your hands on them, which I think is a good change. It's not free, it's not simple to get, but it's attainable. Boys, thoughts?
I like it. I mean, I do think it shouldn't be something chaotic. I do wish that there was a like a currency for it. Like, I don't think I don't know. Again, I would like its own special thing that you have to go earn or get, like maybe like a coin. Did this last week.
I haven't seen Ermal yet, but this might sound like a dumb
go on.
question, but can you explain this 600K to 200K, like the T3 or T2? Like, why is it 1 million to 200? It just seems backwards to me.
DJ, you want to stab?
Does that make sense?
I don't like.
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Yeah, right. That's I'm sitting there too. So like the value, like the cost for all the fallen levels will be. So instead of it costing you 1 million, it's going to cost you 200,000.
So Adam, this is specifically for the extra expedition vault space, like to unlock things to take with you for your next character. So instead of that progressively getting more expensive, they just flatlined everything at 200K. So first one costs 200K, last one costs 200K.
Got it.
It was prior in a tiered system. So
okay.
Yeah, so like,
I mean, that's kind of in line with everything that they've done so far with everything. So that makes sense. They started like high and then they've kind of lowered their.
It's just like each slot costs 200. You know, like it's not.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Kind of like 5 million, and then got dropped down to 3.
Correct. They were listening.
I will.
It was nice.
I will say they are keeping the higher priced things still higher priced, which is, I think they'll probably keep an eye on that. They mentioned that at the end of this little quick patch update, but keeping an eye on that and just seeing how many people are actually able to obtain things from Ermal and what that looks like in terms of like raw gameplay hours in order to get those things. I do love that this system incentivizes PvE parts, because if you want to go PvP, if you want to go do that, that is still very much viable in an option. But like if you're like, damn dude, I really want Tempest BP, this might change your gameplay style for a little while. I mean, you're still PvP oriented, but you are going to go in and treat it more like getting your workbenches done, or treat it more like the early season where you're like, I have this main objective. If I PvP along the way, that's cool. But main objective is to get a 500K to buy something from Ermal, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that as even for somebody who plays like majority PvP, I think that's really healthy for the game, because my favorite raids are always raids that I'm going in with like a point objective on the map, or like some arc to kill, and then the PvP like plays out around that. A lot of the rounds where I just go in strictly onto Stella to PvP, they're fun, but they don't feel as dynamic. They don't feel as like wholesome. So I love the, okay, here, go in, you want to buy something from Ermal, go take down a Rocketeer, people start shooting at you, really fun PvP engagement, win or lose, kill the Rocketeer, get out of there, good story for the boys.
No one's saying anything after that one.
I remember my deaths more than my survivals.
We got nothing.
The silence there was because I have something that I want to talk about, and I wasn't gonna forget about it because I know what I want to talk about next.
Okay, fire away, because that's pretty much it for Mr. Ermal.
And again, so I haven't been there yet. I'm not 25, so I don't know the exact system. I know what it like. I have it up on the screen. Like if you want to grab the Wolfpack blueprint, it's 500K high tier arc parts and firearms to purchase it, right?
Correct.
But like what I think would be a good like middle system is that like you could buy a currency with those parts from Ermal or from another vendor that you could. Okay, so this week, you know what, a leaper, units are high value. We sell them now, and you can earn these coins or earn this currency that you can use towards Ermal or Zur whenever he comes in, or just because then you can like build on him and you can like kind of stockpile him a little bit rather than it just being like, hey, you're trading off this value for this item.
I think that's a great option as well, Dave, and I think that's like a two-tiered good point, because then you're not taking up, especially early season, taking up so much stash space with like Rocketeer drivers, or especially like vaporizers don't stack, right? Or
Right.
some of the bigger arc parts don't stack, so they are just, if you're in it for the Wolfpack blueprint, you're taking up a ton of space in your inventory just to get to the point where you can afford it. So what I really like what you're saying, if you turn that into currency, A, then it's not taking up stash space, and B, you kind of have this floating currency that you can decide what to do with, instead of just looking over and saying,
right,
an arbitrary amount of wolf packs are over here that'll get me this, yada yada yada.
Right. So Embark, if you're listening, please maybe consider that, because I think that would go over extremely well, and it would help me like want to do certain, like I think all the traders should do it. And this isn't my workbench, but I think that like, okay, this week, seeds are way better to purchase wires with, and she has so many wires that they're super cheap. Go buy those wires right now. Same with every vendor. I think they should all just kind of change up, and that way we can kind of, I don't know, you pick your time and to go in there and purchase it. I mean, it's a little bit of a gamble, and it makes it more I don't know, immersive, right? Rather than it being the same thing every time you go there.
I think it would spread the map conditions out more too. Like, rather than everybody farm matriarch cores this week or queen cores this week, like you have to play other map conditions to get different things, rather than everybody needs high arc value things. Like you could play like more buried caches, or the fruit one. You can play, it spreads the player base out rather than everybody going into certain map conditions just to do that.
Are you talking for like what DJ's suggesting with the currency? Like that would have less people on matriarch map condition. I see what you're saying. Yeah. That makes sense.
So what do you think about all this? I mean, you're there. You've been to him, right? You've seen Xur. What's
I have not bought anything from him.
But you've been
I've seen him. Right?
You said hi?
Yeah.
See Snake Face?
So
he's got the best skin in the game.
I don't see the value though. Like I don't see the value yet.
I mean, for me, so again, right now, I want the Wolfpack blueprint because I use that more than anything. I don't have one on maybe a second account right now that I can swap over. Not that I would ever do that, but I don't have one. So like, I would like to try to get there this point and purchase that. And maybe on another account, I do have those high value arc parts that I could, flop over to get it. I don't know. I think in that point, because that's what I use. I need mushrooms. I don't anymore, but I needed mushrooms. I'm not saying that it's a great deal, but instead of going out to damn battlegrounds and finding all those mushrooms for your damn chicken, then it is a nice little thing you can do. Do you know, is there a limit on those things? You've been to them, you've seen them. Like, can you buy more than one? Can I buy 100 mushrooms?
Inputted or anything.
All right, well, we'll check that out. And we'll get back, because can I buy 100 mushrooms? Can I buy?
That'd be cool if you could buy.
Can I buy 10 Wolfpack blueprints
and hand them out to your boys?
And oh yeah, that's great. Sin, I need you to start grinding, bud. So let's get this rolling here. I don't know.
DJ, I think it is good for like somebody that looks at the game like you too. I know you've mentioned in the past, like to grind your coins up end of season to have enough to go on like a full expedition. This kind of reads the same to me. Like if you really want that wolf pack, you might be coming home from work one night where you would have gone to bed and said, "Nah, man, I'm getting in there to get some high tier arc parts to get that wolf pack VP."
It again, for me, it's 100%, and I think it's a nice addition to the game. I think it's in the right direction, because I don't know, at least for me, I want a game that I can grind out, and a game that I want to, like, there's something else to achieve. And maybe the last semester just didn't feel like I had something that I was really going for. I didn't even do all of the what was it, building that antenna. Like, it was very
high gain antenna.
I did. I didn't go through all of it. It's and this gives me something that I feel like I want to push towards and try to check this stuff out and at least hit the level requirement to get there and see what's going on each week. So if they could keep adding stuff like this to the game, and also take my advice and change the stuff with the other traders, then I think they got some stuff coming here. I don't need it to be good stuff with the other traders. I think they should just bounce it around. That's all. Workbench.
I was gonna say one thing that might add to that is, like, if they do the damage thing towards the end of the semester again, like getting that wolf pack blueprint or Tempest blueprint helps with getting that damage done rather than just using basic materials. Because I know I ran out of a bunch of stuff towards the end. Like we were scraping through.
We were hurting, bud.
So like having that little aspect to it might help do more damage or whatever you need to do towards whatever the next expedition task might be.
That's so true. And on top of that, I'm just thinking about this now. Like, what if I'm into season, I don't have much left to do, and all of a sudden they throw like Bobcat blueprint in for the weekly offer.
Right.
In that last week when I'm already done with everything, then boom, that's what I'm doing, dude. Because I'm taking that and I'm putting it in my new tier expedition vault, and I'm taking that with me next season and having that, right out the gates. So,
well, one thing I disagree with this though is you would think I'm gonna waste a cow duck on a magnetic accelerator. You gotta be out of your goddamn mind. That cow duck is gonna stay on my shelf for the rest of its life. How dare you even insult me with that? Oh my goodness.
Now, we didn't say that the cost was perfect yet. It's still working out the kinks here.
Oh my!
You're trying to take your cow duck, young
Don't
man.
touch my ducks. Okay.
Don't let it happen.
All right. Good.
All right, DJ, how about we round out the ARC section here before we get in Destiny 2? Give us your workbench for the week. What do we got on the workbench?
Round out the work. Okay, so
DJ's weekly workbench.
Oh, I love that. You should record that and then put a little thing to it, and we can. But real fast. Before that, them talking about monitoring the feedback and the data, and just again, them. I know our good buddy Wilhelm Scream, who I have muted, and I won't listen to him because he's won't put his face on the camera. And I love him very much, but it's nice that the game, the developers, everybody's like listening to what's going on in their community when they don't have to really. Like they've made enough money on this game, right? They can work on other things, but they are still continuing to listen to us. And whenever we have stuff to say or we have problems with the merch store or anything like that, they are still trying to make this a good game, and I love that. So thank you, our creators. Thank you, Embark. Thank you, whoever works their merch store. Okay, so for my workbench this week, and it's something we've talked about in the past, and I think it's a big thing that would go in addition with, trying to make things better in the future, is giving us lobbies that can be bigger than 3. And we've talked about it, but there should be a map condition where I can jump in with 4 people or 5 people. Adam's best idea of his entire life about the map condition for multiple, different lobby settings or PvE or PvP, but it really, I want to hang out with my friends. I want to play with more than 3 people. I know that not a lot of games do that, but I just think that this would be a great opportunity you have a bigger lobby. You can have 4 people in there. You can have 5 people in there. Make it one map condition so it doesn't spread the whole universe out. But just give us one map condition that says, all right, you know what? And it can vary. You can do it for, it's like, all right, this one's 4, 5, and 6. You get 1 per hour. It's on whatever map. Just keep cycling through. I think that's the best way to hit that one. It needs to happen because I feel like more people would play the game if they could play with more of their friends. I mean, if we could have 4 people in a lobby and we could at least drag Wilhelm by his ears across the, extract, he might at least play. He doesn't have to do very much, but he might at least play. If I could jump in, if there's 6 of us running around while 3 people are PvPing and I'm over there cooking dinner and 2 people are PvEing, it'd be a lot of fun. Like how many times when I was doing a raid with my buddies and Cletus Mometus is in the background and he's like, oh, hold on, the brownies are done. I got to go get them out of the oven. And we're in the middle of an encounter. And it just, I don't know, like I need more people to play with. 3 is great. It's fine. It's a good starting point, but I think they could expand a little bit and I think it would bring more people into the game. I think you'd have more opportunity for more fun. And that's what video games are all about. And it's spending time with my friends. So please give me the option to play with more of my friends while I'm playing this game. Anybody want to fight that? Or, I'll go at you real hard.
I'm giving you a 10 out of 10 for that one. That's a great workbench. I agree. I think that would be
I'll be devil's advocate for that.
Yeah, Sim was smiling the whole time. He's thinking something nefarious over there. What you got?
Yeah. Why are you fighting me?
Just like you said, there'll be 2 guys.
Oh, this is because he's going to get used.
Sniping on a roof somewhere, covering their 2 guys on the ground. While another team of 4 is running all together, and boom, it's an easy wipe.
Okay, well, maybe you won't get in
Is
those
it
lobbies.
though? What if you got some great snipers?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like the two snipers will just melt the lobby while the other two are pushing everything.
I'm not saying you have to jump in that lobby either. It's not like you can make it a map condition. It could be a major map condition. So if you still want to just go in on Blue Gate and play on Blue Gate the way it is, then just do that. But if you want to do a night raid, then there you go.
Yeah,
I think they should start it with like 4.
Reason not to do that.
Right.
I agree, Adam.
Right, that's a great.
And then see how it goes.
You know what? And if 4 works,
and then maybe do it on like a bigger map, like Spaceport, not
and they could do maybe 5,
like Stella. Or
but how fun would Stella with 6v6 be? Like that'd be crazy. That'd be so much chaos. Dude. Yeah, that'd be. Come on, that could be a fun weekend. Like, all right, here's our weekend. Thing that we're putting out. Good luck. 6v6v6v6 v6v6 on Stella. Yeah. Have fun.
And I think anytime that a developer kind of takes one moment to not take themselves so seriously, I know they need to take themselves seriously to have a functioning game and something that people log on to every day. But little brief moments like that where the finals does it really well. They'll have some ridiculous game modes for a week and then they'll take them away. So Embark is very capable of doing that. I'm with you, dude. Like, do Stella 6v6 v6
just
v6.
Fun.
Y'all go crazy. Right. It's gone in a week. Enjoy it while it's here.
Let them rotate. Let's go. They have the
and honestly, on their just let me finish that thought real quick. On their front, like that's gonna push more content creation. That's gonna drive views back to the game, which is gonna drive back player base that might have left. Like there's maybe some people sweating their nuts off playing another game right now that see 6v6 on Stella and they're like, oh dude, I'm hopping back for that. And you never know. Maybe not everybody's hooked, but 1 out of those 10 people gets the fish hook back in them and they're back playing every day again. So I can't see it hurting the game.
It keeps it a new and interesting way to play the game, right? Like if more stuff is coming out, and like you said, if it's drawing people back, you imagine Peanut and his crew in there, like they'd be going wild on 6s. Yeah. Like it'd be so funny to watch. I would be watching that constantly. So
and the things they would come up with doing, like some zip line tech or like crazy amounts of walls somewhere, it would just be good content. It would just be great content.
I very much agree. And they could always adjust it with like, hey, you have to have this augment on if you're going to jump into this lobby, or if they were trying to monitor it some way. But they could do it. No free kits in this one. Sorry, like you have to build whatever.
Or only free kits.
Or only free kits.
Only,
yeah. 6v6 only free kit lobby.
That would be fun.
Immediately,
that would be so much fun.
But like, shit, we got 6 pharaohs. Well, good luck against us, boys. 3, 2, 1, boom! That 6 pharaohs right to the
just firing lines of pharaohs going off. It'd be crazy.
3, 2, 1. Everybody you see.
It's like war or the Civil War, just black powder, and then boom. Let's try it again. Like I can see people doing that.
Embark, let's make it happen. Well, that's not what I thought the visual was there. My bad.
Skipping that black powder in.
That's all right. Well, Dave, that's a great workbench. Let's get in. This is not a me conversation, but I know we're pouring one out for the Destiny 2 days before they have come to an end. DJ.
Yeah.
I don't want to put you on blast here. But I do want you to tell the people how many hours in your heyday you put into Destiny 2.
Less than Sinister, that's for sure. Way less than Sin. Sin, you want to pull that up?
We're looking for a number.
Looking it up right now. Hold on, wait, hold on. He's looking it up right now. I'm going to do the same thing before we go into this because I think this would be fun. There's a website and they do this for us, so we don't really have to do anything. So.
That's good.
Everybody look up their own and we'll give out numbers.
Yeah, what do you think, Adam?
What do you think they put
how many hours?
DJ's probably got 1, 2, 3, 4 hours.
Okay. And like you're saying 1,234 hours? Okay. And then
1,234 hours?
Yes.
All right, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, what Coda, what do you think?
I'm gonna say I have almost 5,000 hours in Apex, and I didn't even tip of the iceberg what you've done in Destiny. So
no, you're gonna be surprised then.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm probably closer to like 4.5, in Apex, but I'm gonna say you have 7,500 hours in Destiny 2.
Sin, what's yours say? What's your number?
It's loading. Give me a minute.
It's all the suspense is real.
API is down.
So I and this is active hours. It doesn't count your in the tower.
Damn, you nailed it, Coda.
I didn't.
No,
That
well,
was me. That was my Apex hours.
I haven't played for 21 days.
So yeah, but like my favorite thing is it if you look up here on the very bit there, the top 1%. So I'm sure Sin is also top 1%.
So I am top 1%. I have 7,255 hours.
Sheesh. There it is. 7K hours in the game.
Wow.
3,644 hours on a hunter.
That's crazy.
Okay, here's my thing. I never really got into Destiny 2, but you did have me play it for a little while there, and when I was playing it, I completely understood why it was such a hook. Like had I started with you guys and like been a part of that community from day one, I would have been up there with Sin, dude. Like that game had it all. It had the whole loop. You PvP when you wanted. It had incredible amounts of just like PvE grinding. The raids were dynamic as hell, like very difficult.
Raid puzzles, squares, triangles, circles.
And then like your friend group, like people were good at different things, right? Like you just have me sit there and shoot while other people did like the puzzle parts of it. So just a phenomenal game concept, and I'm glad it had the life that it did. But how we feeling over there, Destiny grinders?
Yeah, it's I know
it's soured for a while.
I mean, again, we haven't really jumped into it. I mean, I haven't really jumped into it over the past year. It was a lot of my life playing that game. Obviously, a lot of hours and full time working and a wife and animals and friends and trying to manage that along with playing this game. And it was a great time. I met some of my best friends in the world playing that game. It's just a lot of good times, man. It is you interact with all these people. It's how I met Sin, and I love Sin. I love you got all the Iron Lords out of it. I got my friends across the pond, Mickey Hinge and Simple up in Canada. It's like these people that I interact with and talk to all the time. Mike and Goodies and like all the people that you meet and play the game with and laugh and have a good time trying to figure out a raid or trying to spend time failing at a raid, even just absolutely the best. And so it's a happy sad. I think everything should come to an end at some point. Hopefully it means in a few years we get maybe we get a Destiny 3 out of it. But right now I know everybody and their mother is signing the petition to tell Sony to let Bungie develop Destiny 3. It's like 200 and some thousand signatures on it right now, so maybe that'll push somewhere. But they're putting the game in maintenance mode. So you'll be able to play it just like you were in Destiny 1 right now. You could jump in, still play, do all the stuff in it. But there's nothing new's coming out. So they're coming out with one more big update, like all the stuff that they were currently working on that they're able to push out. Let's hope that all comes out. Who knows? But they're giving you a new it's called a Pantheon, so you're gonna get a new set of raid bosses that you can go through, which I think that'll be fun. I might jump back in for that. I think that would be a good thing for 6 people to gather up and try to do that. And then the biggest thing for me is that they're and I've got it on. They're giving us Sparrow Racing League after all of these years of people whining and complaining. It wasn't even that good, but it was a fun, weird, wacky thing you could do during the game, and they're giving that to us as I feel like a sign off saying, "Hey, thanks. Sorry we didn't do this earlier." But yeah, it's I'm glad you're gonna be able to play it. I'm glad we can always jump back in and do raids. I'm very sad about it. I have a lot of Destiny things going on here. Bungie, I'm a big supporter of. I mean, Halo to to Destiny. So
it's nice they're giving you guys one big hoorah.
Yeah. Well, because they canceled all the updates that they were going to put out for it. So anything further along the line, they're like, hey, no more of this. But at least they're giving us something bigger that we can go into. I know.
Hey, Mike Man 3P's calling you out in the chat over here, DJ.
Why? What's he saying?
He said that you said it wasn't good. That you've lost your mind.
What wasn't good?
I don't know.
What wasn't good? It wasn't. It wasn't good.
Also, no
Sparrow Racing. D3 will happen. Sparrow Racing was not that good. It wasn't that good, but it was like fun to do. Like it wasn't game breaking, but like we all wanted it back. I mean, Mike, I have a shirt. It's literally a Sparrow Racing shirt. It's fun. I'm wearing it right now. It's good. I enjoyed it, but it's not like it was the best thing in the world. Just play Forza. It's on Game Pass.
Or you can just do F1.
Or get some F1
in Ferrari.
But yeah, you know, I'm sad to see it go. Hopefully, we do get a Destiny 3. Hopefully, they work towards that. I don't know. It's a sad time, and I'll probably do like a little solo video and cry during that. But you know, sad to see it go into a maintenance mode because it was such a big part of a lot of people's lives and a lot of friends and communities, and it's how we all, you know, a lot of us got together. So, Sin, how you feeling? What's your thoughts on the end of D2 here?
So I have a lot of thoughts. But the key moments, like, you know, we created a whole clan. There's a whole nother podcast built off of Destiny. I do not want a D3 if it's slop, if it's no heart into it. So I'd rather wait until they have the right people to do it. And hey, if D2 is in its last hurrah, let's have this last hurrah, June 9th. We'll be there. We'll be gaming. We'll have a little bit of fun time. So we got other stuff in mind. I mean, I personally, I always talked about like helping people with raids and stuff, but some people needed a break, and then some people needed the new content, you know, to stay there. But it's only good if their heart is in it, and with all the mass, you know, firings, let goes.
Right.
I don't think that we would get a good D3 if the right people are not in position. So I don't want D3 to come out and then it's another marathon flop.
Whoa, you know? Whoa.
Well, I mean, he's not entirely wrong. I mean, it's not what you know they wanted it to be, and I'm with you.
I called it. Don't put all your ducks in one thing, whatever that saying goes.
Eggs basket.
Yeah, they put it all into marathon, and they let their cash cow die. Like, you know, they just was like, oh, you know, he's old, so let's die.
There's always money.
He's old. We're not going to feed it anymore. That's what they just did. He's old. We're not going to feed it anymore, even though he was producing the most milk.
No, I agreed. And if they were to do it, I'm with you. It should be a team that cares about it, and maybe it takes some time. Maybe that gives some legs for for Arc Raiders to jump into that universe a little bit. Give us some PvE stuff. Give it the stuff that Destiny had in it. That brought people together, that brought people in there, because this game, Arc Raiders has that magic. It really does. Yeah. It's the only game I've ever felt like I did when I played Destiny, and I've tried a bunch of games since playing Destiny. And again, even today, the joking around in the lobbies today with us, it reminded me of doing a raid with you and bickering back and forth and yelling at each other, and just like, but in good fun, like having a good time. And let's try to get to that. What's up?
Could you imagine a raid an actual raid on the back of one of those big ones?
Yeah, right.
Like you got to snap hook up the legs. You got to snap hook up the legs and fix some trinkets up it, and then use wolf packs and deadlines to take it down.
It's possible
in certain areas.
The world is their oyster for that, right? Dave and I always go back to this, but that's what the game was fundamentally built upon. They added PvP later in the game's life. It was meant to be exactly what you're saying, Sin. That's what the thing was supposed to be. Everybody does little separate mini bosses, and then everyone comes together at the end and fights like a massive arc. So yeah, dude, if they still have stuff like that coded in and have all the graphic design there and the people that worked on it there, it could happen. And like DJ's always saying about Speranza being a social hub, that's a perfect parallel to Destiny and how much fun that was. I remember even in my time, just like hanging out with y'all, just emoting in there and
dancing.
It's just doing dumb shit. But like that, for some reason, that's always the stuff you remember. So,
agreed.
Even like the biggest thing I ever remember in Destiny is not being able to complete like the jumping part of the raids.
Oh, the puzzles.
I suck so bad at that.
I don't know who was worse. You were simple, huh?
Yeah, I mean it sucked. But like even if you take Arc Raiders, you could definitely somehow implement that into it too, just bring a little bit of that flair. Like you got a snap hook here, and if you don't swing a certain way, you're dead.
And your snap hook's gone.
Guardian down.
Yeah.
RIP.
Guardian down.
I see that a lot in Stella Montes. I'll probably make a video how to get up that thing you guys taught me.
My favorite moment.
Hey, keep the tech in house, bro. Keep the tech in house.
Real quick, what my favorite thing on one of my favorite moments anyway in Destiny 2, we're doing a raid and it's taking us some time to get through it. And in the background we hear, it's like maybe our like 8th try of trying to do this, and I hear Simple in the background go, "Let's cunt this bitch." And then out of nowhere, he falls to his death and it goes Guardian down. It was just like the perfect moment of him saying, "All right, guys, let's go get him." And then immediately Guardian down, dead.
Like a Leroy Jenkins moment.
Right. But the biggest, oh my God. So the Guardian down will live on forever, especially in Arc Raiders. I'll keep it going. But yeah, it's just wanted to give it a shout out. I mean, I reference it a lot because it does give me the same vibes in Arc Raiders, and I just want to chat about it for a second. So thanks for giving me the time to bring it up. And to every Destiny, fan, Lord Cognito, what is this? The Destiny bestie would not have happened without this game existing. Just, big shout outs all around. It's sad. I mean, I know it doesn't erase the memories and everything.
Destiny 2.
I'm gonna have to go in, take a look, because I think I'm gonna do the same thing where I chat about it for a minute. But it's just all the people I met, and that's the big thing. It's a community, and that's what I think this game is as well. And it's just sad to see it go.
Yeah, from an outside perspective, man, major props to Bungie for creating something that people feel so like emotively attached to. And we do feel and see the parallels in our creators, and that's our little role as podcasters here to like bring even more people together. As small as we are as a pod, that's why we do it, and we love chatting with each other and trying to get more people in, hanging out with us and chatting the same way and enjoying the game and having fun with their homies. So, yeah, man, well said, both of you. Shout out Bungie, Destiny 2. Until D3, boys. Until D3.
Until D3, yeah. But until then, we got some more creators to play. So yeah,
we got June 9th. Don't forget.
I'll be there. We'll jump in.
We're all meeting up in the tower.
It'll be a take pod. It'll be a take pod fun. It'll be great.
Tell the people what's going down June 9th. Give us the details here.
The DLC for the last update for Destiny. The final hurrah.
Everything that they're putting out, their final bit. Yeah, they're the Pantheon, the Sparrow Racing.
There's weapon chase, tier 5 weapon chase.
Yeah, they're trying to give us one last upgrade to all the weapons, and it'll be fun to jump into. Code, I'll make sure I force you to download it for that one. See how you feel on the PC. You might enjoy it a little bit more too. So
I think I would have been a major Destiny grinder on M&K for sure.
But yeah, and Adam, thank you for always playing when I forced you to play, even though you didn't like it.
I just wasn't
jump
good.
Puzzles, man.
The jump puzzles, they got me.
He needed me to teach him.
He did. Yeah,
he needed me to teach him jumps.
True. That's true.
Well, I wasn't the master race. I was a warlock.
Yeah.
There's a certain style. The way you press the button for Hunter is, 1, 2, 3. It's a triple jump. For a Titan, it's AA. You as fast as possible, you'll get at the most glide. Same thing goes for a Warlock, but you could also cut it off to glide straight and then land softer.
All right, no Sherpas during this podcast.
He's got the tech, man. He's got the tech. All right, boys. Anything else we want to say before we get on our way here?
No, because I need to go play some more creators. So let's hop out of here. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you jabronis up top. Next week, we're going to try to get Wilhelm on here. I forgot to unmute him at some point if he's still in here, but his face better be on here.
With his face.
Wait. Do we want to...
we got to send him a camera?
Wilhelm,
we got a tier list here, DJ. Too. We got to do our tier list. We've been promising it to the people for weeks.
Well, Wilhelm's here.
I do
He's
have
here. He's
Wilhelm. You got any last words before we kick out of here? We're gonna do a tier list next week. I have it all ready to go.
The tier list of what?
What?
The tier list of what?
Everything.
Stuff in Arc Raiders: guns, maps, vendors, birds, ducks.
You'll have fun with that.
I will. So that's not what I want you to talk about. Anything? Any quick Destiny comments? Not too rude, because I watched your video.
It's over.
All right. All right, you heard it here. It's over, everybody. We love to see it.
Have fun playing on my birthday.
He's with you.
Oh,
Fun.
Happy birthday, June 9th, man.
Yep.
All right, boys. Well, this has been a fun pod. Thank you to everybody tuning in. I saw numbers were going crazy over there on Twitch. So thank y'all for tuning in live. And as always, we'll be on the YouTubes tomorrow. We are recording on Tuesday, May 26th. So YouTube live tomorrow, May 27th, 1 p.m. Check us out there. As always, like, subscribe on YouTube. Hit us with the follows on the socials. And we will be back next week, as DJ said, with our very first The Tick Pod tier list. We love y'all. We'll see you then. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Love you, Wilhelm.